orientation to welcome officially to the University of the West Indies. It's a big deal, and I'm your host, DJ Wadsworth. But before we get into the matter, the excitement of today, we're going to give the others just a bit more time because we don't want anybody to miss out this information that we have for you today. But in the meantime, in between time, I want to see how you guys are feeling this morning. So we're just going to do a little raise a hand thing. We're going to save the voice for a little later. How that sound? That sound good? So I just go check in. That sound good? If you're feeling happy this morning, you're feeling happy. Test. So if you're feeling happy this morning, let me see you just raise your hand. Feeling happy. All right, let's put back down the hands. All right, let's try something else. If you ate breakfast this morning, raise your hand. You see, all of UNO with our hands down. We cannot do this when school starts in September. All right, we're not going to do that. We're going to make sure that we're eating properly. 3 meals a day, hydrating, and them things there, yeah. All right. Put your hand up if you're kind of excited for the activities for today. You're kind of excited for the activities for today. All right. Some are not as excited as it, but we'll get there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually come down to you guys. Yeah, we're going to do a little interaction right now. And you guys are going to tell me a bit about your experience so far being a UE Pelican. Proud Pelican, I'm Mr. Proud Pelican. Yeah. Okay. All right, so this sounds good. Hi, good morning. What is going on? Yeah? Hi, what's your name? Delight. Okay, and tell me, you're decked out and everything with a group of beautiful people here. Which hall are you from?
The Mary Seacole.
The Mary Seacole Hall. And tell me, you look a little nervous. You nervous? Oh, you're not nervous and things there? Period, girly. Tell me, how has the experience been like so far?
It's new, it's challenging, but I think it's necessary for my personal development. So I'm okay with it.
She's okay with the challenge. And that's something to know. This is a straightforward process. It comes with its challenges, but it's all about mindsets. All about mindset. So let me just stop and let me ask somebody else the same question. Walking over, seeing a young man on his phone. Caught red-handed. Hello, what's your name and what hall? See your phone drop, Sealer. What hall are you from?
I'm from the Elsa Leorani Hall.
And what's your name?
I'm Matthew White.
Okay, so same question. What has it been like so far?
I'm a newly accepted law student, so it's been a little hectic. But I'm happy for the support that I've been getting, especially from my hall tours. Yeah. Yeah, and I just feel proud to be a Pelican.
Proud to be a Pelican. I feel like we could have just played that song there, and just a little Proud Pelican, I'm Mr. Proud Pelican. Okay, I never told anybody I was a dancer, but you are rock with me just a while ago. You feel the vibe a while ago, don't you? What's your name, my love?
I am Khalees Mullins.
Hi, Miss Mullins, and tell me, I see it big on the shirt, but I'm not sure if those on that side can see, seeing that we're all in red. What hall are you representing?
I am representing the George Alain Hall.
Lovely, lovely Panther. So tell me, what has the experience been like so far for you?
The experience, it has been challenging because we have been waking up at very early in the morning, and we go to bed late at night. And we work whole day, so we're tired. We even can't cook or do nothing else.
Don't worry. So, to be very honest with you guys, especially for those who are on hall, and I know commuters, this story might be a little different for you, but on hall right now, you wake up some 5 a.m. and you got your bed some. So you don't really see the sun. The sun meets you every time and you watch the sun go down. You understand? You and the sun, you're the sun parent or best friend. You're there with the sun and you're there with the night. You understand? But this helps you when it comes to the mid-semester night there because you develop the discipline to kind of tough it out. So go on through, man. You soon get a chance to cook. And for those of you who can't cook, you soon get the chance to burn up the stove. So let's move on down now to the 800 strong. Tell me if it's one you want me to select you. You look so comfortable in your seats. Let me grab a chair beside you. Hi, what's your name?
Naja.
Najar. And which hall are you representing?
I'm representing the next Rutherford Hall.
Big up, big up. Me think, all right. After you hear Rex, you know, me did enough for one day. Remember saying 800 strong, you know. So I gotta do it again. So Rex, Netterford Hall? Lovely. What has the experience been like so far for you?
We're just trying to cope, being so far from home, but so far it has been good.
So far it has been good. And you want to know what I like too? Everybody kind of saying that it kind of rough and it's challenging. But I know that it's good because you have an exceptional orientation committee beside you. Welcome, my deputy. Yeah. So I know that you guys are in good hands. And for those of you who are missing home, we get it. We understand. But you soon get used to it. You'll probably cry again tonight and tomorrow, maybe till October. But eventually, it gets better. No, I don't mean to bum rush them. But could a beautiful fresher from the Taylor Hall Orientation Committee, can you just send me a fresher, any fresher, please? Anybody from the Orientation Committee can send me a fresher? May I have to walk to the fresher? All right, walk to the fresher. So walking over to the Taylor Hall and they're entering right now, and they're looking very lovely in their blue and white, and they say it's always right. So I'm gonna just grab a fresher and just ask them a question. Oh, that sound. That sound. Wow, would you look at that? Hi, would you look at that? Okay. Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So I need you to tell me, so what we've been doing so far, I've been asking other freshers for their name and which hall they're representing. So what is your name?
My name is Lena Campbell and I represent Taylor Hall.
Oh, and Taylor Hall, after we said that on a chair. So go and do that again.
My name is Lena Campbell and I represent the only hall on campus outside of the Assembly Hall, Taylor Hall.
Thank you so much. And I'm, no, don't move yet. And I'm looking forward to the chant off later because that let me, you know. So tell me, what has your experience been like so far being a UE Pelican?
My experience has been really well. I've settled in well. Everybody has been really receptive and the hall made me feel welcome. So I'm very happy to be here.
Okay. And I go ask you a question. Which high school are you coming from?
Wilmer's Girls.
All right. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do now is, later we're going to have a little chant off. Cool? And the rivalry is strong. But you know where the rivalry kind of stronger? When you think about the high school you're coming from. Not true? Not true? So let's go through that right now. If you're from the Woolman's Boys or Girls High School, let me hear you make some noise. Oh, and I go definitely forget some high schools, so don't be afraid to share them. If you're from Mannings, let me hear some noise. If you're from Stets, let's hear some noise. Is Immaculate Conception in the building? Okay. How about Morant Bay High School? How about Cornwall College? Wait there. What happened a while ago? You plan that? Only did come together and plan that a while ago. What happened a while ago? Cornwall College? All right. What about Monroe College? Right. We will return after the advertisements. What about, let me jump to our next college, Campion College? All right, we could jump our next parish. Is there anybody from the Big Bad Titchfield High School? Yeah, man, represent for Portland. Portland, nice, but you know. What about York Castle? Oh, I love the representation. What about St. Andrew? I mean, if you get it right, St. Andrew. It's not St. Andrew. St. Andrew School for Girls? Right. All right, no, I'm tired now. I have to start giving me high school. Ready now? Which high school am I missing? The Carteret College! Oh, no, come on. No, what about Bishop Gibson? What about Clarendon College? What about Denby? What about Glenmuir? All right, we're running to high schools again. Let's go. Oh, me forget. Jamaica College. All right, I just heard a high school, and you know, my bad, I could go through them now. Calabar, KC, St. Jago, Arden High School. That's my school. Anyway, we're going to pick up the rest of the schools as the program goes along, but we're going to officially, the Jonathan Grant, my bad. Are you here in the building? Anybody from Jonathan Grant? The one person that's there, big up yourself, you're representing well. So big up everybody, big up your high schools. Woo! Big up the Montego Bay High School for girls. Yeah. Big up St. Catherine High School. Yeah. And all the other high schools. Whoa. But we're going to continue with the program at this time. So once again, welcome to day 2 of Orientation 2024. And of course, this is the final day in this format. As of next week, you'll be going to your different faculty orientations. Today's schedule is kind of fun, kind of simple. And of course, you would have already started it off with wearing red. And you guys look so lovely in your red. So give yourself a round of applause. Yesterday, we would have learned about how to register and also the strategic hub for student success. We also learned how to rise above circumstances to become our best selves while we're here at the university. And of course, it was the official opening of the Orientation Village that will be open today again. But for today, we have a lot in store. So first of all, the forum follows with our security session, followed by a finance conversation. Then, of course, we're going to hear more about our chaplaincy services. And, of course, we're going to close with your gateway to success. At the end of the day, we want what's best for you. And as such, this program is tailored to your perfect road to success. So, I'm going to remind you of the activities for the afternoon, and then we head straight into the program. The Orientation Village will open once again today at 11 a.m. And of course, we'll be having our campus tours. We have 3 campus tours. The designated lunchtime is at 12:30 to 1:30. And of course, you can get lunch at any point. However, we have various tents set up where you can engage with our sponsors, various entities, faculties, halls, departments here at UWI to get more information and to win a lot of free things. We also have the Pelican Kick-Off today, admin versus first years. We also have the Vibes Up and Shout Out. Which hall is going to win that? I agree. Right. So we have that at 3:30 p.m. and we also have our Ironman competition today. So, lots of activities, lots of excitement, lots of giveaways, but let's get straight into the program. At this time, I'm going to invite Mr. Ralphton Ellis, the Operations Supervisor of Campus Security, who is going to talk to us about UWI Mona and OR security. Pops. Ashes. May I try to remember everybody's name? You know what? I'm going to get the research. I'm going to come back. But freshers, please do make him welcome.
A very good morning to you all. I hope you had a restful night, and by now I suppose you would have all been more familiar with the campus. First of all, I'm here to talk to you about security, and I'm here with the head of security for the University of the West Indies Mona campus, Mr. Steve McGregor. He's a retired senior superintendent of police, and he'll be speaking to you shortly. Now, on behalf of the security providers of the University of the West Indies Mona campus, let me congratulate you all on your acceptance to this campus. That by itself is an achievement and something that you should be proud of. We, as security operatives, have a commitment to you. Our commitment is to create a secure environment in which you can pursue your educational objectives. And this is a commitment that we hope to keep. Now, the first step on your very important journey to your intended career starts here. For you, I'm sure that this might be the first time you're actually living away from home, away from family, away from close friends. As a result of this, this is a grand opportunity for each of you to be responsible for your own security, for living, traveling, and recreational activities. This is an opportunity for you to be a mature individual. Your sojourn here can be summed up in one sentence: the judicious balance between hard work and your academic and recreation activities. As I said, our commitment is to ensure that the environment in which you study is safe and secure. But we cannot do this by ourselves. Of course, we need your input. You need to be our eyes and our ears. You need to communicate with us in terms of what you see, what you hear, what is affecting you, and then together I'm sure we'll find a solution. Now, there are 3 levels of security on this campus. First of all, we have the Mona Police. Now, the Mona Police, they are actually members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They have a post right here on campus, and their mandate is to serve and protect the people of Jamaica by maintaining law and order, protecting lives and property, and of course, detection and protection of its citizens. Now, their powers are wide. It covers the entire island. In fact, the police has powers that extends up to 12 miles out at sea. So they have wide powers to investigate, to make arrests, and to deal with matters of security. Then you have the campus police. The campus police are also sworn members of the force. They have been appointed as special district constables, and they are assigned to this campus. Their powers are confined to this campus. And they have a wide span of responsibility. We have on campus what we have University Security Act. It's an act of parliament that regulates activities on the campus. And that act creates 14 offenses that can be committed on the campus, and for which persons can be arrested, charged, and placed before the court. Next, you have the contracted security provider. In this case, the contracted security provider happens to be from the King Alarm Security Company. And so you'll find King Alarm security guards at various points on the campus. In fact, you'll find them at 145 locations on the campus by day and 69 locations by night. You'll also find them patrolling on bikes, bicycles, motor vehicles, and they have what is called a quick response team, which is a highly trained, equipped team that is capable of responding to emergencies. Now keeping safe. Now, from the moment you are enrolled on this campus, a special relationship is forged between yourself and the university. And this is because the university has a legal, social, and professional responsibility to deliver certain services which include reasonable protection from foreseeable harm. In turn, each of you have a responsibility to care for your personal security as well as your own personal properties. The campus proper. I'm sure by this, most of you would have been walking around and getting familiar with the campus itself, know where the restaurants are and other places. Okay, so the campus sits on over 650 acres of land. And it is protected by a 10-feet perimeter fencing with vehicular access point and a pedestrian access point. There are three main access points to the campus. You have the Queen's Gate, which is for staff and students with identification and persons who have appointment with our administrative branch. Then you have the Post Office Gate, which is the main gate for students, staff, visitors. You also have the Irving Gate, which is also used for the general visitors, students, and staff. There is also a gate between the campus and the university hospital, and that gate is primarily for staff and students, but you must present your ID when using that gate. Now, parking on the campus. Now, parking on the campus is regulated by this same University Security Act. It's an act that was enacted in the year 2002. It specifies some areas that are where vehicles are not supposed to park. There are some no parking areas, like for instance, right around the ring road, you will see the yellow line that is marked along the sidewalk. The entire ring road area, that's a no parking area. So if you park your vehicle along that area, you're likely to be clamped by the campus police or the King Alarm Guard. Now, if your vehicle is clamped, it will not be released unless you pay a fine of 3,000 Jamaican dollars to the bursary. So I'm encouraging you persons who drive to ensure that you park at the designated places. The designated park for staff and students is the main car park. And I'm sure by this, most of you will know where to find the main car park. If there is any doubt, you can always speak to security operatives. Security guard deployment. Now, security guards are deployed, as I say, all around the campus. Their main purpose is to control access. They control access at the main access point, at the main gates to the campus. You'll find them at the halls of residents, at administrative and faculty buildings, and you'll find them along roadways and other departments and offices. Now, they are strident in not allowing persons with no legitimate purpose on the campus. So unless you have legitimate purpose on this campus, you might be barred from entering. Okay? Now let us look at crime prevention. Now you can prevent or minimize the chance of becoming a victim of crime. And I'm talking about you students. And the most important way of doing this is to bring awareness to yourself. Aware of your surroundings, aware of persons who are around you, aware of the various places that you walk, aware of what to do if you encounter any form of distress. I'm going to suggest that you equip yourself with the telephone numbers for the various security offices. That is going to be very important if you are in distress, and that will inform you how to get assistance. Now, you must be alert whilst you're walking on the campus. Avoid using your cell phone whilst walking. This is a general practice, especially among young people, not only on this campus, but elsewhere in the wider society. And we've seen, I'm sure you would have seen many newscasts where persons are robbed or held up whilst walking on the road and using their cell phone. Do not be a victim of this. So do not leave your cell phone, laptop, or any other personal property unattended. We've had situations where students leave their laptops at gazebos, in their rooms whilst it is unlocked, and elsewhere, libraries and so forth, and only to return and these things are not there. Now the campus security office has published a document entitled the Student Companion for Security on Campus. This document can be accessed on the campus website. Take a few minutes to read it. It is highly informative and will give you new insights into security awareness. Let us speak now about vulnerability. Now, first-year students like yourself are really prone to becoming victims of crime, and one of the reasons for that is that persons will take advantage of your ignorance. If you are ignorant of the campus, where to walk, of the streets, how to get help, you can become victims. All right? Now, laptops and other personal properties are sometimes stolen from the libraries, gazebos, and even from laboratories. Now, your computers and your smartphones must become an extension of your body. See? So, as they say, lock it or lose it. Okay. Let us talk about security on your halls of residence. Now, we are suggesting that you keep your room doors locked at all times if you are making short journeys to the kitchen, bathroom, or washroom. Keep your keys with you. Never leave your key under the door or under a mat. I know this is a common practice in Jamaica where people leave their keys under their doormat. I'm strongly advising against that. You never know who is watching you. If you are on the ground floor, do not place your valuables near the window. And I don't have to tell you why you should not do that. All right? Do not disclose your credit card or debit card PIN number to anyone. And again, I don't need to tell you why you're not supposed to do that. No. Walking to and from banks and ATMs. Make sure you conduct your banking activities during the days. If you have to do it in the night, we suggest that you have someone with you, someone who can be your eyes and ears whilst you're conducting these businesses. Do not reveal your possession of cash or where you secure your cash to anyone. You know, sometimes people, we have had situations where students have close friends, tell them where they keep their cash in their rooms, and allow them access to their rooms only to find that the cash has been removed in their absence. Now, traveling off campus. The Mona campus has a taxi policy which states that only those taxi operators who have made applications to operate on the campus and who have been properly vetted and issued with a UWI taxi permit may operate on the campus. And when I say vet, when taxi operators apply to operate on the campus, we do a background check on them. We check if they are on the police wanted list. We check if they have outstanding tickets. We check to see if they are decent persons. And so all of these checking is done before we actually issue them with a UWI taxi sticker. Now, it's only those taxis who operate, who have these stickers, are allowed to operate on the campus. Now, taxi stand is established. It is located right next to the Irving Gate. And this is for the comfort and security of students who commute by public transportation. Students are warned not to take unlicensed taxis. Those are the taxis we refer to as robots. These taxis are not allowed to enter the campus or to operate on the campus. There are also safety issues which include possible abductions of persons posing as taxi operators. And that we have had those experiences in the past. Now, there are some areas on the campus that we term hotspots. And these areas are areas where from time to time we'll have various incidents taking place. And so we advise students to be very careful when they traverse these places. When we do our faculty orientation speech, we'll speak more about some of these places. Now, the campus is surrounded by a number of communities. See, some of them are quote-unquote volatile communities. The Greater Augustine community, which include Hermitage, is an area occupied by hundreds of students and workers. There are also times when these areas have what we call flare-up. However, what we find is that the students are never affected. They are never molested by criminals from these areas. So while there is occasionally warfare between gangs, there have been no reports of students being targeted in these communities. In fact, we have students who actually reside in these communities. But take precaution when going shopping, such as in the downtown area, where the arrangement, the security portfolio might be different. In the downtown area, you'll find, persons from different communities, and we have no control over them. So we just have to be aware of our surroundings and take the necessary precaution to protect ourselves. Now, if you become a victim of crime, or if you feel you are being followed, drive or walk as quickly as possible to a well-lit area where several persons are gathered, such as a police station, gas station, or other public places. If you are approached by a suspicious character, walk on the other side of the road. Yeah. Now, do not resist if your attacker is armed. Now, and the reason for this is that remember that you have only one life. There's no point in trying to fight off an attacker and you get yourself killed. If the intention is to rob you, then just remember, you can, whatever the robber takes from you, you can always replace it. The only thing that cannot be replaced is your lives. Now report all incidents to the security or the police who will assist you on the campus. If your room has been broken into, do not allow persons to trample on the scene. Call the security or police who will cause the entrance to the building to be secured until the police team arrive. And the reason for that is that if the area is not secure, valuable evidential materials might be compromised. Now, here are some numbers that you need to know. The campus police escorts, the monitoring station, and by the way, I should tell you that we have on this campus surveillance cameras that have been erected at various points. Now, these cameras are monitored from a state-of-the-art 24-hour monitoring surveillance station. And this station is operated by the campus police. From this station, we can see the entire campus, we can see what is happening, and we can quickly take action if you are in distress. So make sure you know these numbers. Central Monitoring Station, Mona Police Post, King Alarm Security Post, and the Campus Security Office. These are must-know numbers. Okay, I am going to allow our head of security to say a few words to you before we close this segment. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Brother Ellis, and I won't be long. As you heard Mr. Ellis said, I have been a police officer for over 41 years in Jamaica. So, you know, I come here with a lot of experience and different strategies to enhance what we do here at the university. Now, you have been elevated to the level of partners whilst you're here on the campus. And we have different partners, concessionaires, lecturers, people who have different business structures around, but you are just as equal to them. I'll go further to say you are the franchises. You are the most important partners that we have here. And what partners do is to work together. And that is what we want you to do with us here. You heard Mr. Ellis speak about the different tiers of security system that we have here. They are all here on the compound. So this will enhance our response capability at a more faster pace. When you're out there in Jamaica and you call for the police, they might take a longer time. We want to make it more swifter here on the compound, so you can feel safer as you move around on the compound. There are some things that are more critical and closer to your operations here on the compound as students that will speak to you when we come to your different halls and different sections, but I'll signal out two of them. The first one is threats. We are seeing in Jamaica almost, they say, we have a gun culture. But what we also have is a threat culture where people issue idle threats. And I want to tell you, whilst you're here on the compound, to desist from doing this. Because your threat actions can be elevated to offense. Let me explain. You and somebody have an issue. And you say, hey boy, I'm going to use me. If the person who that action is aimed at feels that their life is in danger, it constitutes a threat. And you must report it to one of our operatives. I tell you why. You cannot take these threats lightly. And that is the reason why I say you must not issue these threats idly, because we will have to act upon it. Now, if you say, I am going to use my gun, and the person reports it to us, that can move from threat to offense. Because we might want to go and find out if you actually have a, nobody now finish it, if you actually have such implement. So we might end up have to search your place and compound, and we might have to go to your homes. So you see why it is necessary not to do these things. Threats are serious. So I don't want you to do that. We'll go further into that when we come closer to you and speak to you. You must live together as partners and friends. The other thing that I don't want you to do is to loan your IDs to friends outside to access the compound. Because you will do this. And you will think that nothing is wrong with this. You will give them your shirt. You see these beautiful shirts that you're wearing to get easy access. But if we find them and it leads to you, it is going to constitute an offense. So you see a lot of little things that can cause it. We will speak more on that. Just be careful. As I say, you are now being elevated to the role of partners. You are no longer students. When you are at your colleges and your high schools, you are now partners at this university. And that is how we want you to behave. I have a young son. Come up, son. He works here. He was a graduate. He's a part of a group that has implemented an app that is going to work alongside the police to enhance proper security, more efficiency in the security. I am one who love to see youngsters implement initiatives that can make things better. In fact, they are the ones that's going to take over. So they have implemented an app that is, and I have signed off on it because they came, sold the whole idea to us. You will see them going around the compound to introduce and to make it accessible to you. He's going to speak for about 2 minutes, but he will come to you at your different hours. One personal thing, I didn't hear anybody make any noise when our MC called the school Kingston College. So I'm saying it again. Anybody here from Kingston College? Damn. I am from Kingston College.
Morning, everyone. No, man, let's try that again. Morning, everyone. Let's try that again. Morning, everyone. All right, much better. So, my name is Odain Williams. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Rush Alert Limited. Now, Rush Alert is an application that has been endorsed by the University of the West Indies. So, in a nutshell, let me just give you a summary of what Rush Alert is. Now, at the core, Rush Alert is a security notification application that enables an individual in distress to send an alert to a set of predefined emergency contacts. Now, those emergency contacts can be whoever you choose. It can be your mother, it can be your father, it can be your friend. Now, what it does is, let's say you're in distress, you can send an alert. But the good thing, when you're on campus, that alert goes to the campus police as well as your emergency contacts. Off campus, the alert only goes to your emergency contacts. Now, guys, this application is available for download on the Play Store and the App Store, so I encourage you to go there and download it. In addition to that, we have what is called a Rush Alert panic button. Now, this is a panic button that works with the application. So if you're on campus or off campus and you experience any difficult situation or distress, you can press the panic button 1 time or 2 times, and that sends the alert to your emergency contacts. Now, you can also follow us at Rush Alert Limited on Instagram for more information. We do have a website, that's rushalertservices.com. You can go there and pre-order your panic button. Now, guys, security is very important, and this application is here for you to keep you safe. We'll be available for questions outside at the security tent, so you can visit and feel free to ask your questions. Now, before I go, I just want to point out some of the key features of this application. Now, one of the key features of this application is what we call the driver identification feature. So let's say you're taking a taxi. You simply go in the application, input the license plate number of the driver, and send it to your emergency contacts. So at all times they can know who you're traveling with. Another feature that I'd like to mention is what we call the trips feature. So let's say, let me give you a simple scenario. You're leaving from UWI, going to Papine, right? Go in the application, input that information. You also set a timely interval for the application to check on you. So let's say that you set 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes elapses. What the application does is it sends you a notification 2 more times. If it doesn't get a response, it automatically sends your live location and your phone battery life to your emergency contacts. So at all times, they can know who you're traveling with. And as I said, guys, we do have our website, so feel free to go there, get more information, visit our IG page, and get more information. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, let me thank you for listening, and there will be a second chance for you to get this information at your faculty orientation, and we'll go a little deeper, and you'll get a chance then to ask questions. So until then, thank you very much for listening. You've been a great audience.
Thank you so much, and that wraps up the conversation of Mona and our security. And I know that it might be a lot to take in, but it is a real conversation. This is the real world, and I know some of you know that already, and for some of you this may be a shocker. However, you can find comfort in the fact that they are putting things in place to ensure that your security is prioritized. So don't worry. If you have any more questions, no question is ridiculous. Remember to head on over to the security booth to get some more information. Now, we're moving on to another session, and this one is called Managing Your Finances. Anybody almost finished spending the money that they got to keep them till the end of September? I remember somebody said they did not cook as yet, I understand, so we're buying the food, not true. So we're spending a bit more than we originally budgeted, but did we budget anything at all, or are we just spending with the vibes? We'll buy a little food today, and we'll buy a little food again today, and again. But it is very important that we balance not just how we make it through school in terms of, being in co-curricular activities, but how we manage our finances. And to give us all of that information and to make sure that we're on the right path is Miss Marsha Lawrence, the Scholarship Officer at the Office of Student Finances. Now, she's ready. I'm just asking you guys to take out a book, a pen, your phones, whatever it is, but you have to be jotting it down. It's about saving money and making the right decisions, right, Miss Lawrence? All right, so please make her welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so as you heard, my name is Marsha Lawrence, and we'll focus on how to manage your finances while at university. Of course, my presentation is also tailored to inform you about the scholarships, which is a way for you to manage your finances. So financing your UE education. The term finances refers to the management of your money or other assets that you have. As university students, there are many practical ways for you to manage your money. But of course, it all begins with planning. So you have to plan for the future. You know the phrase, you fail to prepare. You know that phrase? No. All right, let's move on. All right, so in order for you to plan for the next 3 years, some of you 5 years, while you're here at UA, there are some costs. Are you seeing the slides? Everyone is seeing the slides? Oh. All right. In order for you to plan for the next 3 to 5 years while you're here at UWI, you need to be intentional about knowing the cost or expenses that you will have. So some of the costs that you will have, of course, includes tuition. Outside of tuition, for those commuting, you have to think about transportation costs, accommodation for those living on hall or outside of the campus, renting. You have to think about meals. Meals is important. You have to think about your books. How am I going to purchase my books to prepare for classes and exams? And of course, there are miscellaneous fees, and these encompass a variety of different things unique to you. So, in order to satisfy these costs, you need to identify sources of income. For some of you, this will mean applying for part-time jobs on campus. For some of you, this will mean applying for a student loan. For others, it will mean accessing scholarships or bursaries. All right, and let's get into that right now. So the type of financial assistance that Office of Student Financing offers includes scholarships and bursaries, general financial assistance, the UWI Department of Education Federal Student Aid Loan, and of course, we offer general financial guidance. Our available assistance, let's talk about the scholarships and bursaries. So when you're managing your finances, you need to identify what opportunity is best for you, what is it you need. So if you're applying for scholarships and bursaries, you need to know the application period. And for our office, our application period is May 1st to June 30th each year. Can I see a show of hands of those who have already submitted applications for scholarships to our office or external? Okay. All right. Well, we have received a good number of applications so far. We had a little extension, and we're still even accepting applications today and up to next week. So if you have not yet submitted an application, you don't know how you're going to pay your tuition or how you're going to find the money for meals or transportation, you need to come to us, you need to call us and let us advise you, okay? For general financial assistance, and this type of assistance is an online application. Through this assistance, you can apply for non-tuition related expenses. So this can include meals or grocery vouchers. It can include small cash grants or book grants if you need assistance with housing. This is the type of platform that you access, the general financial assistance. And you access this through the SAS portal. How many of you know the SAS portal already? Right, so on the SAS portal, you scroll down to the bottom and you'll see OSF, Fin Assistance. This opens at the beginning of each semester and it closes at the end of each semester. So you access that. It's a two-part application. You need to submit the online part. Then you take in a reference to our office, and that completes your application. After 5 working days, you'll hear from us. How to apply? So visit our Office of Student Financing, or otherwise called OSF website, at www.mona.uwi.edu/OSF. Or you just go on Google, type in Office of Student Financing. We've made the website very user-friendly, so you can find the different scholarships listed according to the faculty you're assigned to, and you go through the list that's there. You click, the criteria for each scholarship will come up, and based on the criteria, you identify if this scholarship meets your needs, and then you submit an application for that scholarship. So you're gonna download the form, complete it, fill it out, and submit it to us according to the deadlines that we have on the website. I think at a later date you'll be able to access the, okay, there's the QR code that you can scan. It takes you right to a handbook that we have tailored for you as first-year students to make it a little easier for you to digest the information that is on the website. So please make use of it and make use of this opportunity. We also have a list of, in your free time, you can go through this list. So for each faculty, there are specific awards that you will want to apply for. Some awards are dependent on your GPA. So in this first year, it is very important that you do your very best because most of these awards require a 3.0 minimum GPA for you to apply. This excludes the first year awards. But for the awards that cover your tuition, your miscellaneous, your hall fees, and it also gives you stipends, some of them, these awards will require that you have at least a 3.0 or higher in order to apply or secure that scholarship. So I'm just skimming through them. In your free time, you can go back to the slide or you can use the handbook if you have scanned the QR code and familiarize yourself with these awards. So remember, you have other options available. If you don't want to apply for a scholarship or if the scholarship has passed, there is also the federal student aid. This is a direct unsubsidized loan and it's given by the Department of Education in the US. So it's available to US citizens and green card holders. It's also available to students registered in other faculties with the exception of medical sciences. And you have to be from the Mona campus to access this particular loan. We also have the JAMVAT. Anyone know about JAMVAT? All right, so this is through the Ministry of Education Tertiary Unit, 30% of your tuition, right? But it does not exceed $350,000. And once you complete 200 hours, voluntary hours, you are able to secure this type of assistance. We also have the PATH bursary. This is $100,000 given every year up to your 4th year once you were receiving PATH in high school. The form is on our website. The application period began August 1. It will close the end of September. And of course, again, review your options. Reviewing your options is a part of managing your finances. Students' loan is available. I know a lot of persons will not want to access students' loan, but for some persons, this is all the option that's available to them. So don't be afraid to access a student loan. There is a full or part tuition loan for students doing full-time studies or part-time studies. And for other students, there's a pay-as-you-study loan. Become familiar with these types of services because you never know when you might need to access them. For SLB, if you don't already know, there is now a no guarantor policy in effect. And of course, their applications can be accessed on their website at www.slbja.com. Should you need a guarantor, one individual can serve as a guarantor for you for up to 3 students. And you must maintain at least a 1.5 GPA for the loan to be renewed. The granting aid is also offered to students in need. A lot of students are not aware that SLB offers granting aid, which is, it's non-repayable. So some students get 50,000, some get a little below that. But if you're a student's loan recipient, you can access a grant aid. Now, how can you reach Office of Student Financing? We are located right across Assembly Hall. How many persons already know Assembly Hall? All right, so we're on the first floor across Assembly Hall. That's the white building that is called the Administrative Annex. And we're right above Billings and Receivables. You can reach us at 441-4120 or 441-3584. We are open Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 to 4:30, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And I like to leave a little quote at the end of my presentations. For this one, success is achieved and maintained by those who try and keep trying. All right, so let me just run through again. So when you're managing your finances, you need to plan. Planning for some includes saving, includes budgeting, it includes investing, getting a part-time job, and you want to know what opportunities are best for you, what do you need. Once you've identified what you need to access that information, become familiar with the deadlines. Once you know where you can access it, you fill in the applications where necessary. What is available to you, write them down, and review your options. Keep reviewing your options, all right? So I hope this presentation was helpful to you, and I hope to see you all during the academic year. All the best.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lawrence. And as she said, which is very important, you can still apply for these scholarships you have up until next week. So I'm just asking if all the various orientation committee members could assist the halls, and for the students, please go ahead and visit the office, which is located across from Assembly Hall. But just before I move on to our next session, which is where we get to meet a few very important persons, a part of the chaplaincy services here at the university, I just want to share some financial advice with you also. So just to repeat what Ms. Lawrence said, you have to know the cost. So when I just started university and I calculated everything, it was almost $2 million to carry me through the school year. Hear me out, I was not buying a car. But at the same time, we often overlook a lot of things. So as she mentioned, you have to consider food, transportation as a commuter, and when you reside on hall, because you go grocery shopping, don't it? You go out with your friends. And then also you have to consider miscellaneous things, because sometimes you probably go Chilitos this weekend, or you do other things, so you're going to need money for those activities. You're going to need money for clothes, because you want to come out and look good while you're at school, you want to feel comfortable. You need money for devices. Some of you need laptops, phones. You'd be so surprised. It might come off hard for those of you who might not have a very strong financial background. So something that I would suggest is there are opportunities here on campus. I know that it's in your second semester. Could somebody clarify, as a first-year student, you can apply for some of these jobs, but they're jobs on campus. See if you can reach out to family members or friends or people that, care and ask for pledges, and a little bit adds up. So if you can tell me a Jamaican proverb that tells you that the little bit adds up, the first person that comes here and can tell me the proverb, the little bit, that little bit, that little bit, and she run and she run and she run and she run. Okay, tell me your name and tell me the answer.
My name is Kenila Brown. Every mickle make a muckle.
Congrats. We're going to talk after. I promise you, I never scam you. I'm going to give you a prize. So every mickle make a muckle, which is very important as you go along your university journey. A part of the university journey also is that sometimes it gets hard emotionally, it gets hard mentally, it gets hard in every alley, but you have a strong support system that lies here in the chaplaincy services provided by the university. At this time, I'm going to allow these very important people to come to introduce themselves, tell them a bit more about what they do and how exactly they're going to help you on your journey here at the UMona. Please give them a big, big pelican round of applause.
Thank you very much, Chair. Very, very good to be here. Good to see all of these students. All of these students are going to graduate with honors in 3, 4, or 5 years. Not true? Want to say? Yes, see them so. I know that you have the ability to make it. Don't make the money frighten you. You're going to find it, all right? Somehow it just comes, okay? So just keep faith and make sure that you explore all the options. Since I'm here, I've heard of so many great things. Guys, do not allow opportunities to pass you at the University of the West Indies. Well, one great opportunity would be some faith opportunities. And we're going to start getting those opportunities right now. In fact, even before I go any further and we introduce ourselves, I want you to just say these little notes with me, because I feel that all I only can do little, words, So just say, oh, oh, oh. Let me hear that. Come on. Yeah. Nobody know. So that I want to know if you say when me say something. All right, so when me say it, you're going to say, oh, oh. Okay, so here we go. You make me stronger. Same saw. You can join you with choir. Okay, so listen, we are here to tell you that you can become stronger right here at the University of the West Indies. And that you can become stronger with your faith as you express your faith on the campus. And that's what we're here for. We're here to facilitate that. And can I tell you, when I was at UWI, my faith just grew. I mean, I became really a very strong faith person. And that's what we want to do with you. So the chaplaincy unit, we have various services that we offer, and I'm going to tell you about those shortly. But I have with me other chaplains. The University of the West Indies, they think that faith expression is so important that they have provided for you a lot of chaplains to facilitate you while you're here. And the chaplains are from different traditions. They're going to introduce themselves in 60 seconds. I don't know how they're going to do that, and tell you what are some of the services that they offer. They're going to come in this order. So we're going to have the Anglican chaplain first, then the Baptist, then the Methodist, then the Moravian, then the Roman Catholic, the United Church, and I will come immediately after. 60 seconds. Let's have them in that order. Let's have the Anglican chaplain at this time. Thank you. Give her a hand.
Hello, morning, everyone. No. Y'all still sleeping. Morning, everyone. Wonderful. God is good all the time. Amen. My name is Reverend Natalie Blake. I'm the Anglican chaplain of the University of the West Indies. Welcome to UWI. The Anglicans gather at the University Chapel every single Sunday morning at the wonderful hour of 7 a.m. So for those of you who get up very early and you want to come and worship, come and join us. We also gather midweek, usually a Tuesday or Wednesday, for pizza and study. It's our fellowship session. We speak about life and faith. But for those who just simply can't wake up that early, we offer a Friday afternoon Eucharist, 4 p.m. at UTCWI. We are online, so you can join us from your bedrooms, but you know that we prefer to see you in person. We are here, the chaplain's booth is outside in the tent city, and we know that the days can become a little bit hot. We've got ice cold water and juice to refresh you on your journey. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Good morning, UWI. My name is Tanisha McFarlane, and I am the Baptist chaplain here at UWI. I'm looking forward to meeting all you good Baptists from all over Jamaica, as Reverend Natalie says, beginning by coming to the booth at 10 City later on today, where we'll make some deeper connections. The Baptists will meet on the third Sunday of each month at 9:15. So if you prefer to sleep a little later than 7, join us at the chapel at 9:15. I'll also be in the chaplain's office, and we'll hear more about that on a Monday afternoon between the hours of 4 and 6. UWI can be a hard place, but as one who came here and survived, you can do it too. And while you study hard, you also need to hold hard to your faith. Join us as we continue to walk with you. Bless you all.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Karen Durant McSweeney, and welcome to all of you to the University of the West Indies. I'm the Methodist chaplain, and the Methodists, we meet every first Sunday at the chapel at 9:15 a.m. It's a service of Holy Communion, so it's an opportunity for you to share in the sacrament of Holy Communion. We also have a WhatsApp group where we send out a devotion every morning, so to help you in your spiritual growth. So when I get your phone numbers, you are added to the WhatsApp group, and daily you will get a morning devotions that you can use to help you to start your way and focus on God. You have been hearing a lot about the challenges of university, but with God, all things are. Amen. And I want you to repeat this verse after me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God bless you all and have a blessed year.
A blessed morning to you, friends. I am Reverend Charmaine Daly, the Moravian chaplain, and I'm happy as a past student of the UWI to be sharing here with you as one of your chaplains. And I look forward to working with all of you, but especially the Moravian students. Ensure that you linked with me information in your handbook, and you can see me under the tent later on. We look forward to having a grand time together here at the UWI. We meet on fourth Sundays, every fourth Sunday at 9:15 a.m. So like the Methodists or the Baptists, you can sleep a little longer and come to share with us. It doesn't matter what denomination or whether you are from any denomination at all, you are welcome to share with us because we are for everyone. We look forward to sharing with you as you journey through the UWI. God bless you.
Good morning, UWI. I am Father Peter Hunter. I'm the Assistant Roman Catholic Chaplain. I'm an old man, but there is a young man, Father Bede Mullins, who will be your chaplain this year. But I'm here assisting him and helping out today. We Catholics, we Roman Catholics are the laziest of the Christians on campus. We have our Mass at 11:30 most Sundays in the chapel at UWI. And we also meet every Thursday at 3 p.m. For a social event. And there'll be more other social events. But if you can't remember any of that, come by the chaplaincy booth and pick up one of these posters, and there's a QR code, and you can just scan it and give us your details, and we'll make sure you know about everything that's happening on campus. So if you are a Roman Catholic, or if you are interested in Roman Catholicism in any way, or in anything Christian, I'd love to meet you at the chaplaincy booth, and we'd love to see you at Catholic Mass on Sundays at 11:30.
Well, 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 we have people from all over the world and the Caribbean. But one of the things that we usually say is morning. What? Morning. It really means good morning. It means hello. And it's saying greetings. It's saying, I know you and I love you. My name is Verna Cassels. And I am the United Church chaplain. And some people are saying, United Church? What is that? Well, if you really want to know what the United Church is all about, then you come to the tent and you'll hear a little more from me or from one of the other chaplains. Because one of the good things about the chaplaincy team is that we know about each other, we work together as a team, and we are available to everybody. So, when you come to the chaplaincy team, you will get the QR code, and from it, you will also see the names of the various chaplains, the faces of the different chaplains, and you will look them up and down and say, okay, I'll call that one. Our numbers are there. And one of the things is that sometimes you don't know where to go. May I see the hands of those of you who know where the chaplain's office is? We don't have any hands going up. May I see the hands of those of you who know where KFC is? Okay. And where Jamaica National is? So, between Jamaica National and KFC, there's an alcove there. There's a big sign at the top, the chaplain's office. But you don't have to go there. You can just call any one of us. And if we are not available, we will point you to another one. Okay. The United Church, we have our services at the chapel, the University Chapel. May I see the hands of those of you who know where the University Chapel is? Some people know. And I'm going to ask our bishop, coordinator of the chaplaincy team, to tell you exactly where the University Chapel. He will be able to give you directions, you know. And he's going to tell you that the first Sunday that we want you to be there will be the second Sunday in September at 9:15 when we have our welcome service. And who are the persons we are welcoming? All of you. So at 9:15 we expect to see you there. With the United Church, we're also supported by Hope United Church on Hope Road. And on the third Sunday in September, we are also having a welcome service there. So come to the chaplain's tent and you will get all the information. And I expect to get a message from as many of you as possible. God bless you. Love you. Have a wonderful semester.
Thank you very much, chaplains. And as you know, I'm a chaplain too. And so I am the Pentecostal chaplain. All right. And so I am responsible for all of the students that are a part of that tradition. And also, based on my own denomination, the students that are involved in evangelical churches also. So, just to let you know, the full names of the chaplains, it's Reverend Natalie Blake, Reverend Karen, that's, I'm so very sorry. Right, Reverend Natalie Blake, and then we also have Reverend Dr. Karen Durant McSweeney, and then we have Reverend Charmaine Daly, and Reverend Dr. Stevenson Samuels, and then we have Reverend Father Peter Hunter, and we have Pastor Dr. Omar Oliphant. Now, Pastor Dr. Omar Oliphant, he's not here today, but he's a Seventh-day Adventist chaplain and very, very engaged with students. We also have Reverend Tanisha McFarlane, and she's a Baptist chaplain, and also Reverend Verna Cassels. We are the chaplains from the chaplains unit. Looking forward to see you. Remember, the 8th of September, that's the second Sunday in September, we will definitely be having all of you at the welcome service. We want to see all of you there. Come and let's participate. It is regarded as a university service, meaning that the University of the West Indies is expecting all the students to come. I meet you on a Sunday, on third Sundays at 11:15, so 11:30 thereabout. So we're asking you to come on third Sundays and let's have a talk together. And let me also say that if you come by the tent today, we have lots of conversations that we can have with you. So I'm looking forward to see as many of you just come by the tent that we're at and let's have a conversation together. They asked me to tell you where the chapel is. The chapel is maybe the most significant building on the campus. It is actually a historic building and designated so by the government of Jamaica. When you come through the main gate of the university, about 100 meters upward, you have pure and applied sciences on your left, and you have the great strong chapel on the right. So that's the chapel where we have all of our worship services. You may want to come there even without outside of a Sunday, just to sit and to reflect. God bless you. May the grace of God be with you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And they're so full of personality. And while they're presenting, they made me feel very comfortable, which is one of the reasons why whenever you're unable to go to the counseling unit, you're free to speak with your chaplains. They're there to help you. I remember having a situation. I remember you helped me specifically, and a group of us, actually, and I really appreciate it, and I remember you from that time. So they're there for you, trust and believe, through thick, through thin. And for that, we're going to try to just shake a little bit before going to our last presentation. I'm about to introduce someone very special to you, someone that you'll know throughout the year and your years here at UA. But as he comes, we're just going to sing a song together that kind of encompasses how UA treats us as Pelicans. You guys know Lean On Me? Lean on me. I'll go clap too, so now put a little bit of energy in it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for hey, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Hey, you can call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need. And somebody that we can lean on throughout this academic year is none other than the director of the OSSD, Mr. Jason McKenzie. And guess what? While you're leaning your head on his shoulder, he made sure to put together a presentation called Your Gateway to Success. As at the end of the day, that's the #1 goal, for you to have a successful journey, one like no other. So make him feel welcome as he comes to speak about your gateway to success.
Thank you so very much, our effervescent and dynamic and engaging master of ceremonies. Good morning, one and all. You are looking resplendent in red, and today promises to be an amazing day And this is our final presentation, after which we'll get into our campus tours, after which we'll participate in the Pelican kickoff and the Vibes Up session in the tent, as also you'll be benefiting from a range of services in our orientation village. And so I want to talk to you briefly about this thing called your gateway to success. The fact of the matter is that each and every one of us here today defines success differently. And we may ask the question, can I be successful in my first year? Huh? This is an important question for each and every one of us. But though we define success differently, for every single one of us, failure is the same thing. And in simple terms, failure is your inability to reach your goal in life, whatever that particular goal may be. Whatever your goals are, if you're unable to achieve those, then you have failed. Right? So though your success, your definition for success may be different, for each of us, failure is the same thing. If you set yourself some goals and you're unable to achieve same, then you have failed. And so what I want to say to you this morning, students, give yourself permission to achieve success. What did I say? Give yourself permission to achieve success. And so, as a first-year student, I want to share with you just some things that could be considered some markers for success in your first year. And importantly, the pathway to that. So, the first thing that you want to do is to complete the courses that you take in your first year. So that's a marker of success. Successful completion of the courses taken in your first year. And secondly, you want to be able to continue enrollment into second year. So you want to pass the courses of first year, and if you continue and you move on to second year, that's a marker of success. So as first year students, every single one of you here, you're going to commit to me, you're going to promise that you are going to move from first year into second year. Now, third thing, 10 tips in and we're out of here. Developing intellectual and academic competence. Importantly, you have to learn how to learn. You're coming from different educational institutions where the teaching process may be different. Here, you are told clearly that you have to read for a degree. The classroom sizes are much larger. So whereas you may be coming from a classroom of 20, 30 or so persons, you'll be in a class with 200 persons, and the lecturer may not have the time for individualized attention. In fact, will not have that time. And so you have to develop your learning style for the higher education space, right? Not only must you learn how to learn, but you must have an appreciation for what it means to be educated. How do you access knowledge and information that will empower you to be educated students, to be able to navigate the higher education space? And so you have to learn how to learn. Developing intellectual and academic competence in the higher education space is a marker for success. Fourthly, establishing and maintaining interpersonal relationship. How do you live with people? Some of you will be living in halls of residence, in a communal setting. How do you interrelate with others? How do you maintain or establish relationships? Some people say, boy, they refer to some people as yamhead. And they say you're a yamhead because you are unable to adequately process and relate to persons sometimes, of the opposite sex even, in a particular way. So we are saying you must be able to develop effective effective interpersonal relationship. Some people just cantankerous and you can't live with them, can't relate to them, can't have a meaningful conversation with them. And so establishing and maintaining good interpersonal relationships, that too is a marker of your success. And so you don't have to be ending up to, the counseling unit every time because of interpersonal issues, but you have learned how to manage those. Fifthly, exploring identity development. Who am I as an individual? There's a particular hall here which, their motto is, know thyself. Huh? Know thyself. So, the knowledge of self, understanding your goals, your values, your beliefs, establishing who am I as a person in this space, that's a key marker of success. Number 6, deciding on a career. As a first-year student, you want to start that process at least here at the university. And importantly, we have the Office of Placement and Career Services that will help you with this journey, help you to decide on your career. So you want to have clarity about your career goals. What subjects am I taking? How do these courses align with what I want to do in life? What really is my purpose? How do I intend to make a meaningful contribution to the society? What's the avenue that I will use? How do I clarify my career goals? This is a critical part of your success as a first-year student. Number 7, maintaining health and wellness. Fit bodies, fit minds will help you to do better in school. And so you have to watch what you eat. You have to look at how much rest you get. How is my state of mind? How is my emotional well-being, my mental health, if you may, right? And so you can't just believe that you need to go through the night, and so you need to take mind-altering drugs to help you. And some of you believe in coffee and Red Bull and all these energy drinks because it keeps you awake, but then it's having another impact on your well-being, right? Some of you believe that you can, do without sleep, and you may be told sleeping is a concept, but the fact is that you need to get adequate rest. So how do I maintain my health and wellness in this space? Right? How do I eat right? How do I exercise? And all the things that you need to do. Get enough sunlight, even. All this is a part of your health and wellness regime. Maintaining healthy relationship is also a part of your health and wellness. So success in the first year looks like maintaining health and wellness. Number 8, considering faith and the spiritual dimensions of life. You were just relating to your chaplains and so on. And so you want to begin to reconsider and internalize what you believe, what's your value system. All of this is a critical part of your success because it feeds into your well-being and will cause for you to be able to function effectively. There are people who will rely on their faith and spirituality to get them through difficult moments that you will encounter here on the campus. And so a key marker for your first year success is considering faith and the spiritual dimensions of life. Number 9, the penultimate one, developing multicultural awareness. So one of our core values is diversity here on the campus. How do you appreciate differences? How do you embrace the human spirit? How do you just acknowledge and recognize others who may be from a different background? There are people who, the differences in race or ethnicity, right? Or some persons are differently abled. Those are differences that we have to understand and appreciate here on the campus. The word university in and of itself speaks to diversity. And so you have to develop your multicultural awareness in this melting pot of the region. Persons are coming from various grounds. And you have to understand that and appreciate that and know that not everyone will be like you. People are indeed different. And an appreciation for that and how you relate to that is a critical part of your success. And finally, developing civic responsibility. You want to be responsible citizens within the university and outside of the university. To whom much is given, much is expected. And acknowledging and recognizing that you are not an island by yourself, right? But that you have to relate to others. You have a responsibility to give back. That too is a part of your success. And so, ladies and gentlemen, first year students, it's important that you have an avenue to achieve all of this. Our quest is for you to make progress on becoming truly educated in the many ways that we have mentioned. And so we have provided for you the right educational environment for you to achieve this. And this orientation experience and exercise is indeed your gateway to success. We have done all of this to open an avenue for you to access the resources and the personnel and all that you need to help you to become successful. And what we ask of you is to step in to this gate and to access the first year experience program, to access the academic support unit, to access our outreach program through UE One Life, to access the placement and career services that will give you career guidance, right? And to help you develop and to clarify your career goal, to access the chaplaincy services, to access the Office of Student Financing, to access everything that the Office of Student Services and Development has in store for you. And I guarantee you that you will be empowered on your journey to becoming successful first-year students that will lay a foundation of excellence to build on so you can achieve all you want to achieve throughout the other years. And so it's known that first-year programs will promote academic success and retention as well as learning. So sign up, register for, and become a part of the FYE. Because certainly, you know, this program will help to enhance your academic skills, will help you to develop a sense of intellectual competence, will help to improve your self-concept, your concept of self, and will help you to transition successfully into the university space so that you can go on to become your best self. Our orientation exercises, the programs that we have planned are designed to help you succeed. All I ask of you is to make yourselves available to us, to invest some time and energy into this that we have planned for you, and success will be guaranteed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mackenzie. Thank you so much. And we just want to thank you and every single presenter so far that have taken their time out to impart knowledge, guidance to our freshers, who I have a question for. Are you guys ready? All right. Let's do that again. In any way that you want to do it, that's fine. The past 2 days, we've had sessions to help you to kind of get there. So do you feel like you're there? Are you guys ready? Right. Smooth, smooth. So make a hold on a bit, Irving. Commuters, are you guys ready? Oh, don't have to say, yeah, man, that works. Woo! Who works or yes? Who or yes works. So commuters, are you ready? All right. Are we on road? Are we on road? Pelican step. That is it, that is it, that is it, that is it, that is it. Love that. So we're not going to do the individual chants over here. So it's just a yes or a ooh, all right, guys? So everybody on this side. Una ready? And if you don't feel ready, don't worry. The entire year has programs tailored for you, as you've heard many times before. So at this time, we're coming to the close of this segment of the orientation process. And of course, I want to thank you all for being very patient with us, but the day isn't over as yet. Once again, the tent city will be open right now, and we'd like to highlight the sponsors: Guardian Group, National Bakery, Office of Student Services and Development, Campus Elite Jamaica, Chase Ramson, Victoria Mutual Group, SWAT Work and Travel, CWJ Credit Union, Domino's, Edicom Cooperative Union, Fresh Inc., Jamaica National Bank, Joyce to Youth Exchange International, KFC, Marketing, Recruitment and Communications at UWI-MONA, McLean Travel Agency for Students, National Commercial Bank, Nestle, Pepsi Jamaica, Pure Country Juices, True Blue, Video Eat, and Snow Work and Travel. Give them a round of applause. So we're kindly asking that when we close off the halls of residence, you may leave first, along with the commuters that would have already done their tour. If you haven't gotten a chance to do your tours yet, please remain so that you can do so. All right? If you have not registered, guys, hello, I'm not done. Thank you. Thank you. If you have not registered for day 2, we're asking kindly if you can head to the back and ensure that you're registered before you leave. Very important to do so. And remember, the Pelican kickoff later. The village vibes up at Tent City. And before I leave and I close off, I'd like to leave something very special with you all. Remember to own your journey. This is your journey. You're not watching anybody else. If you look at a lot of athletes, they're on their marks, they get set, and they're off, and they're focused on the finish line. They don't see when Samantha drop. I don't know how that meme they go, I can't say it on the mic. Nobody knows when Samantha drop. And they continue. And for some people, they end up coming last in the race. But guess what? They finished the race. And at the end of finishing the race, they can say that I've completed this race. So never watch anybody else while you complete your race. So trust God, trust the process. You've got this. And remember, I'm funny. So if you guys see me on campus, that's like the most important thing that you should have gotten from Tent City, that I'm funny. So if you see me on campus, you can ask me for a joke, okay? Okay, never mind that then. Well, thank you so much, freshers. Welcome to the University of the West Indies one more time, and all the best on your academic journey. My name is DJ Wadsworth, and we're going to close out on this side of the orientation. Thank you.
Proud Pelican, so we are proud Pelican.